Our slogan is regular people building wealth. What is wealth though? Is the person driving a Ferrari on the highway wealthy? Or perhaps like a YouTuber with a stack of cash on their table? Maybe, maybe not. It all depends on how they're getting there. For me, being wealthy means that I can concentrate on what makes me happy. And for me, it's spending time with my family or racing cars. If my sister has a birthday in another country, I want to be able to fly in without thinking about how much does it cost or how many vacation days I have left. So for me, being wealthy comes down to two parts. Part number one, I need enough money coming into my account, and let's call it cash flow, to not only cover my necessities and monthly bills, but also to give me more life options. The second part to it is that I need time. So I can't be spending it all on getting that cash flow, so I need to get it with little to no time involvement. Let's call it being passive. Add them together and wealth means passive cash flow where you don't have to worry about money, you don't trade time for it, and you have more options in life. This video is about what does it take to get there and to be truly wealthy. Keep watching. Let's start with common sense. It doesn't matter if you have $2 billion or $2,000 in your bank account. You must spend less than what you make. Logically, there are three ways to do it: earn more, spend less, or do both. If you look on the right side, the spend less, even if you're the most dedicated person in the world with a great budgeting where not a single dollar gets wasted, there's a limit to how much you can save because you still have to pay for your home, your food, insurance, kids, and other necessities just to keep yourself alive. So there is a limit to it. On the flip side, if we look on the left, on earn more, there is no hard limit to how much you can earn. So it makes sense, common sense, that if you want to build wealth, while it is important to save and to spend less than you earn, the bigger focus should be on earning more because potentially it's unlimited. Now, before we jump into earning more, let's talk about time. We all walk around this earth not knowing exactly how much time we have left. And that's what makes every moment valuable. You can earn money back that you lost, but it's impossible, no matter how rich you are, to get the time back. And we all have the same 24 hours in the day. That is why time is the most valuable and precious resource that we all have. So now let's go back to earning more. How can we do that? So let's, for example, imagine I'm a frontline worker working for Amazon, being paid like a minimum wage or close to it, and I'm being paid per hour. So my option number one is, and the simple one, is to work more. Either work more at Amazon or Moonlight or what's called today a side hustle. Like, for example, being an Uber driver after I finish my Amazon work. This is a valid way you'll earn more money, but it's very short term. First of all, your salary increase will result in more taxes, which you have zero to no control over it. So your income won't grow proportionally to how much more you're working right now. Also, there is only so many hours in the day at which I gotta sleep, I gotta eat, hopefully see my family, take care of the kids. So working 100% is just of my time is out of a question. It's impossible. So again, I'm trading time for money, and the danger here is because I have so little time because I work so more, I cut off opportunity to create conditions where I can become wealthy. For example, by getting education and increasing my salary potential or starting a business. So now let's look at the second way how to earn more. You can have a higher salary. Let's say I'm the same Amazon worker and finally I got the promotion with a higher salary. Maybe I negotiated or I went back to school, got some extra knowledge and got promoted. So obviously this is a superior way to simply working more, because you work the same hours, but you get bigger cash flow. But if you think about it, you're still trading your time, and if you had to go back to school, you had to trade even more time to create that highest salary potential. You still have very little control over your taxes, and you'll get taxed more. And your earning potential is somewhat limited no matter how much you progress at Amazon. All right, so you can see that both of those options, while valid, do not give us like what we really want, that passive cash flow where like you don't trade your time. And let's look at the quote that I love by Warren Buffett. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. So obviously this is superior to both working more or any higher salary. Getting money while you sleep. How do you do that? So here let's introduce a concept called asset. In economics, an asset is a resource controlled by an entity as a result of past events from which future economic benefits are expected to flow. So let's say I worked enough years for Amazon and now I have knowledge on how the system works and like what does it take to be successful. I decided to quit Amazon and open my own FBA business, fulfilled by Amazon. Firstly, I finally in a territory where I have unlimited earning potential, as now in a driver's seat there is no external situations that are controlling me. Not only that, I have ability to optimize taxes. If I need to fly to China, for example, to find a supplier, there will be a tax write-off. So I can invest in my business, which is my asset, and get a tax benefit. Compared to when I was employee at Amazon, there is no tax incentive to invest in asset, which is really my knowledge, because the more I work, the more tax I get, with zero control over it. Now, say I run my business very good, I'm a good business person, I create successful scalable process and I hire people, I document my process and I teach them. Finally, I'm in the position where I can step away from the business, not be in a daily grind, sleep and still make money. Alright, let's be real here, no BS kind of stuff. To get to the point in your business where you can just step away and make money would take a lot of time commitment up front. You'll have to experience a lot of stress. Trust me when I tell you, there's not a lot of stress-free days when you run a business. Business is also inherently risky. Amazon algorithms might change, your supplier might screw you up, you might get sued, you might lose it all. So it's a great way, but it's not a perfect way. So this leads me to the final and the best way, and it is to invest in assets that make you money. So for example, as I was earning money with my successful Amazon store, instead of putting it all into business, I started buying rental income properties. And I found a great property management company that eliminates all of the headaches. And even without calculating the appreciations on the home, I get 12% cash flow each year. I also on the side started buying some simple dividend ETFs from Vanguard, and I get 5% per year. So if you look at this, now with little to no involvement, I get cash flow. It has unlimited earning potential, and I can optimize my taxes through either registered account or business tax write-off. So without a doubt, this is the best way to get money while you sleep. Of course, the big issue here is to get to these assets, you need to have resources first, number one being cash. Like if all I had $1,000 and I invested it and I'm getting $50 each year, it is great, but it's obviously not enough to cover my bills. And that's why they say it takes money to make money, rich become richer. Which leads me to the ultimate truth about being rich. It doesn't matter how high your salary is, to be truly wealthy, you have to have assets that make you money. All without you exchanging time for it. Depending on where you start, getting resources to acquire those assets might be very, very hard. It is not impossible though, especially if you have a realistic plan and no matter how long it takes, you stick with that. Thank you for watching, and if you subscribe to Intelligency, I think we can help you to be part of that plan and be on your way. So please subscribe.